There are a ton of digital marketing channels available to you, like paid social, organic search, referrals, email, the list goes on. And I'm going to dive into each and every one of them and tell you how I think you and your business, your brand, your side hustle could be using them to your advantage. Hi there, my name is Ryan Radu. I'm a marketing consultant in the Metro Detroit area who loves helping businesses and brands navigate the complex world of digital marketing, which honestly is growing more and more complex each and every day. It's crazy. So I wanted to make this video to help you guys better navigate, better learn about what's available to you from a digital marketing perspective. In my first video before this one, I talked about how to set up a strong digital marketing foundation for your business to thrive on. And so this video is going to go a little bit deeper and show you these marketing channels that are available to you to help your business really thrive in the digital space. Now, as we go through these different marketing channels, I completely understand if you find yourself asking like, oh wow, I didn't even know about that, because you've spent all of this time honing your craft, making your products to prepare yourself to take on these marketing and promotion tactics. So don't feel dumb, don't feel like you're not doing a good job. You're doing amazing. You've made something that you can sell, and I'm just here to help you kind of take it to that next level of promoting it. This is something that I kind of mentioned in the first video where I said you should be starting a Facebook page in order to get the word out about your business. Organic social is anything you do on social media that you're not paying for. So that is, doing a casual post here and there, doing a story post, feed post. It really is anything you're doing on these social channels that doesn't involve you paying money to get the word out about them. It's just being seen by your followers, engaged by your followers. Organic social tends to be a great strategy to use, especially in the beginning for smaller businesses or businesses just starting off in the digital space, because it's free, obviously, unless you're paying someone to run your organic social. But overall, it's a great strategy that you're gonna want to consistently do throughout the entire existence of your business to be seen in the digital space. Obviously, I think some businesses, it's hard to create content for on social media, so I would understand if you didn't go heavy, but honestly, YouTube I think is one of those platforms that any business could use, even a construction business, to showcase videos of your buildings, and it really is how you're thinking about your content. So organic social really is for every business out there. Now, while we talk about organic social, let's jump into paid social. Paid social is exactly what I just said, but you're paying to have your post seen. So for instance, you do a Facebook post and you boost it to reach people that are maybe friends of your followers, or maybe people in a different part of the country that don't even follow you. That's paid media. So it kind of makes sense and goes with what you're doing with it exactly. Now, if you dive into the analytics side of marketing, which can be a whole series of videos that I also do, you're gonna really want to see these differences between the paid social and the organic social, because you might find that you make the same amount of revenue from the social post that you do organically versus the paid post, which you're paying, an extra $100 for. You might find you make the same revenue, and therefore you might say, okay, I'm gonna hold off on doing paid social. I'm just gonna focus on posting more organically. And that's kind of where a more complex digital marketing strategy tends to start forming. Social aside, one of the more important channels that I think needs to be recognized is organic social. This gets to be a little bit more complex in the understanding of it, because there's a lot of things about, SEO, search engine optimization out there, and SEO really is a complex tactic because there's a lot to it. But to give you the top level meaning of it, it really is showing Google, which is the biggest search engine out there, that you are really good for a certain piece of content. So let's say you sell candles. You want to tell Google, hey, I sell candles, they're amazing. You should send people searching for candles on Google to my website to buy my candles because they're so amazing. That essentially is the full circle understanding of what organic search is all about. And you can benefit the amount of traffic you get to the website from things like organic search by having blogs, paying attention to your meta tags. Organic search really is any traffic you get from Google organically. It's something that people search for, like a candle, and you didn't have to have an ad to show them. Your website just came up in the search results, someone clicked on it and went to your website. Now, the flip side, similar to paid social paid search is when you're using a platform like Google Ads to pay to show up in a search result higher than the organic search results. And to provide some more understanding on that, if you go to Google something like best dermatologist near me, you're gonna get a couple results that say a little ad word next to it, because those are businesses paying to show up in the search results before those organic search results. And that's why paid search is so important, because you could have a million blogs. Going back to the candle example, you could have a million blogs that say you're the best candle company around. But if there's another candle company that paid to show an ad above your website, then they're going to take the cake because they're paying for it. And even though you did really well, if you're not paying for any ads on that search that that person is doing, you're not going to get seen. That's what really makes paid search one of the most important tactics out there right now, because a lot of people are using it and a lot of people are paying to show above other websites that might even be more appropriate. Even for myself, if I went to go Google digital marketing services in Detroit or even digital marketing services in Michigan, trust me, there's going to be a ton of other companies that show up above my agency, even if I was the top organic search result, because they're paying to be above me. The next channel I want to talk about is referrals. This is kind of that word of mouth advertising, but in the sense of websites. So the best example I can give for this is if you were maybe featured on Wall Street Journal. Maybe your business did something great and you were featured on Wall Street Journal in an article and they linked to your website. All of that traffic coming from that article to your website can be considered referral traffic. And for a lot of businesses that are maybe doing things that people aren't used to seeing and it's hitting news headlines, they get a lot of their traffic from referrals. Or just other websites they've made relationships with that say, hey, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll put a link to your website on my website and you put a link to your website on my website, and then we both can have traffic, users coming from both ends. Another channel is email marketing, which I feel is something that is often overlooked but is a very important channel, because you're getting an email list together where you can send weekly, daily notifications, emails to people who want to stay tuned in on your brand, and I think that's really important. So email marketing is really great. Maybe you have a Shopify store and you can have people enter their email at checkout and opt in to receive promotions. That's a good way to grow it. Or maybe you do in-person or virtual events and you have people use an email to sign up and of course opt in to receive notifications from your business. That's a great way, because it's just a great way to start building up your little family of people who support you in your business. So I highly recommend using email marketing. Another channel that I feel is for businesses a little bit deeper into the marketing game would be display, and that is you running display campaigns with maybe the Wall Street Journal or another publisher that you're sending people from that platform. You know, you're not doing a referral, no one had to write an article about you, you're showing an ad on that platform, and then that person is going to your website, for example. That is display traffic. There's also direct traffic, which is something you'll see in analytics, specifically something like Google Analytics, if you use that for your business, where it really is just people who have bookmarked your website, people that go to it directly, they type in www.yourwebsite.com and they go to it, maybe they shop or just check out your info. That's all direct traffic. So as far as main marketing channels go, you got your organic social, organic search, paid search, referral, email, display, direct. There's a lot. But a lot of them have their own uniqueness to them. They can all be utilized in different ways for different businesses, and creating a full-fledged marketing strategy really does involve using a lot of these channels. Obviously, a business would need more bandwidth to incorporate all of these digital channels into your marketing strategy, but I think people can do a little bit of each of them right out the gate. So for instance, organic social, you can start writing blog posts about whatever service or product you're providing. Maybe for paid social, you can boost a post for $10 or so. You can really take these channels and apply them in a small scale way, but then also blow them up later on. But that is my top level breakdown of all of these different strategies. If you have questions about which one you should be using, feel free to reach out to me in the comments below or send me an email via my business website, dynamodigitalmarketing.com. I'm here to help and be an advocate for you and your business. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, be sure to check out my one before this to hear about how you could be setting up a strong digital marketing foundation for maybe your new business, or maybe you're newly going into the digital space. I think that's a perfect video for you. And on top of that, be sure to subscribe to get notifications when I drop a new video, and feel free to follow me on sites like LinkedIn to get my little tidbits on marketing outside of these videos. But besides that, I hope you all have an amazingly wonderful day, and good luck in tackling these strategies. I plan to make more videos to help you tackle each of them, so stay tuned.